right, good morning. Welcome to another video. It is Thursday, the 27th of February, and it is race week. I have a half marathon on Sunday, and my favorite part of race week has been the carb load that gets to happen. So starting today, we're going to do the carb load. I'm not going to go as strict or as, high up with the carbs as I did for the marathon, but we are going to eat a good amount of carbs between today and Saturday. This way I'm fueled up, ready to go on Sunday. I've got my supplements, I've got my G1M, I've got my flight. I have to go sometime between now and Saturday and go to Fleet Feet to get a couple Martin gels because I need 4 of them for Sunday's race. But beyond that, I am good. So I'm not going to show you everything I'm eating. It's going to be pretty basic, pretty simple. I've got bagels. I've got some Pepsi. Okay, last time I had Coke. This time I'm getting Pepsi. I think it's like 20 grams of sugar less, or 20 grams of carbs less. I'm going to do some oatmeal instead of pancakes a couple of days. I'm going to have some pastas for lunch. We're just going to enjoy it. I'm not going to be super strict. I've already had a banana, which is like 21 grams. I've got some G1M, like I said, to at least one a day with G1M Sport. I think 2 scoops is going to be another 40 grams of carbs. So we're going to carb load the next couple days. I have a swim tonight, a rest day tomorrow, and then a shakeout run on Saturday. So my workouts are not super intense this week. I had my first race or triathlon race specific workout yesterday. I had a 75-20 bike run with 55 minutes at race pace at 205 watts. I thought I was ready for it. I was almost not ready for it, but that's in the past. We can talk about that later if you want. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm carbing up for Sunday's race. So this video is gonna take us through Sunday, through the race, maybe even a recap, just to kind of get it out of the way now, and then we can focus going forward on Pennsylvania, because that's the big race of this particular training block. So let's get it. I'm gonna go inside. It's 8:08, and I'm gonna go inside and get some food before I go to work. Hi guys. All right, so meal one. I went back to an old favorite with the oatmeal with the eggs and turkey in it with a little bit of Taco Bell fire sauce. So it's 80 grams of oatmeal, so it's 2 servings of oatmeal, so about 300 calories there, plus the egg whites, plus the egg, 1 whole egg this time, 56 grams of turkey, a little bit of fire sauce on top. It's about 100, I think I'm at about 170 grams of carbs at this point right now, which again, I'm not going over. Maybe it's 120 something grams of carbs. Either way, I'm not going super overboard. I will get more carbs for lunch and I'll get carbs for dinner over the next couple days. So I'm not worried about my carb intake right now, but that's what I'm eating for meal one. I'll have a protein bar in about 2 hours or whatever. And then lunch, it'll be, I got a hamburger, or cheeseburger from the other night that we cooked on the smoker I'll have 2 bagels, so 1 bagel with the burger, 1 bagel without, and then I'll have a Pepsi with that. So that'll be another 150 plus grams of carbs right there. Protein bar, I'll have some carbs. I have Pop-Tarts that I bought last night for snacks later in the evening, and then whatever we have for dinner. So I'll end up getting about 400, 500 grams of carbs today. So I'm not stressing it. But anyway, let's jump over and look at the progress board of the Ironman training calendar, if you will. So these are all the days I've worked out so far. Compared to how many days we have left, we are sitting right here. So when I swim tonight, that'll be that day. I think I even have mobility I'll probably do before we go to the pool. Every day with a circle is a day I've missed a workout. These days I was sick. I got sick that night, and then that was a swim I didn't do. Helen let me not do it. And then these days were mostly swims, and I didn't do those either. So I was still recovering from that day. But anyway, we are back on track. Still have a lot of squares to check off between now and June 15th with race day. Right now, how am I feeling? I'm feeling like I need to recover and taper into this half marathon. I will know more about how I'm feeling after Sunday, and then we start specifically Ironman training, so or 70.3 trainings. With that, I'm gonna eat my breakfast, and I'll talk about what we're doing later. Maybe I'll even get some video at the pool. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But this is going to be the carb up day going into race week. Oh, and I forgot 2 scoops of G1M to rinse all this stuff down. So here's another 40 grams of carbs in this. So again, still at about 120 to 150 grams of carbs right now for going into breakfast, but it's going to get better as we go down the road today. Anyway, I'll see you later. All right, so it's a 10:42, back for a little snack. Power Crunch bar. This is a peanut butter and honey flavored. My wife, saw it, said, "Hey, you want to try this flavor?" I said, "Sure, why not?" Normally, I've been getting the red velvet lately because it's just chef's kiss. But I'm going to enjoy this. I'm at about 133 grams of carbs. I'll have lunch at about 12 today, and that's when I'll have the 2 bagels and the burger and the Pepsi, and really kind of balloon my carbs up. I'll probably more than double my carbs during lunch alone. So yeah, just kind of doing my thing. I got a couple meetings coming up at work, and yeah, just riding out the day until we go to the pool later. I'll probably stretch after my 2:30 meeting until, because Kona doesn't have to go to the gym with me until later. But yeah, that's on tap today. It's a boring day when the last couple of days before a race. Sorry, it's just carrying on, making sure my legs are recovered. So I have a goal for this race. It's not a PR race. This is just a goal race. I have a goal for 2 hours. I'm not sure if we're going to come close to that. We might be a couple minutes slower than that. I don't know how I'm going to feel on Sunday, but right now I'm doubting my 2-hour goal. But I have a challenge with Madison that if I get under 2 hours for this race, next year we're going to run the Austin Marathon. And if I get over 2 hours, we're going to run the Austin Half Marathon. So I'm trying to get under 2, but I don't think I'm going to get. I think I'm going to be around like 2:10. So either way, I'm not worried about it. It's not an A race. It's not a PR race. It's just a race, in training where I just want to push myself and see what my legs got. So I'm going to eat, go log in, get ready for my next slurry of meetings, and then get ready for lunch. All right, I came back upstairs to eat lunch because I'm doing training. I have to finish a couple trainings by the end of Friday. I'm trying to just do that. But anyway, here's my lunch. 2 bagels. This one's got cream cheese on it. Burger with cheese, French fries, and a Pepsi. So this is lunch. Right now, after I consume this, including the protein bar, I will be at about 330 grams of carbs for the day. And there's still dinner and protein shake, and if I have a snack. So I might hit over 500 carbs easily today, and I'll just duplicate this for tomorrow, except swap something out for the burger. But so far, I feel good, ready to go. Got to keep this up. I'm not going to show you tomorrow's day of carb loading because it's going to be the same thing, and it's a rest day, so it's super boring. May just do a quick update on how I feel, but yeah, let me eat, pool, dinner, done for the day. Whew, all right, it is like almost 3. Yeah, it's about 2:50 this afternoon. I'm crashing, like mentally, like I got this huge brain fog. So time to get another snack. I've got brown sugar Pop-Tarts and a homemade protein coffee. It's my take on the Starbucks brown sugar shake and espresso. I take, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, a double shot of espresso, ice, almond milk, probably about 3/4 of a cup, and then a scoop of chocolate protein. Mix that up really good. I don't love the taste of coffee, but this kind of adds masks the taste of that. Overall carb count after the Pop-Tarts is going to put me way over 430 right now, and I still have dinner to go. Now, 6:30 or whatever, 7 o'clock, I'll be at the pool swimming. It's not an easy workout. It's fairly involved, But so I'll burn off some of them calories, put some of those carbs to good use. But yeah, we're gonna probably be over 500 carbs today alone. So if I do this again tomorrow, it'd be very similar carb count. So I'll show you dinner, and I'll get snapped at the pool real quick, and then that's probably about all for today. So let me eat my Pop-Tarts, finish up with the next hour at work, and yeah, I'll see you at the pool or dinner, whichever comes first. All right, made it to the pool. It is, I don't even know what time it is, 6:45, 6:50, something like that. Connie's back there, sitting there watching me freeze my nuts off because it's actually cold today. I'm gonna knock this swim out, go home, eat dinner. She's here, she's about to teach a class, so I got a ride home with her. Stupid ass Mustangs. Anyway, I'm not gonna record much of this swim session. I'm just gonna do it and get out because it's cold. Okay, back from the pool. My wife, shut up, Rax. My wife got a clip of me swimming. I didn't know she was getting it, so you saw that already. Now it's dinner time. We got a cup of rice. We got some pulled pork, mixed stuff in here with cheese. I'm gonna wash it down with a Pepsi. After measuring the rice and the Pepsi, putting it in the tracker, that's gonna put me at 520 grams of carbs for the day. Feeling good. That swim took a lot out of me, so I'm really happy to replenish. And I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. You're not gonna see tomorrow, but I'm gonna do it again tomorrow, and then a little bit into Saturday. But Saturday's packet pickup, and then Sunday's race day. So I'm not gonna show anything tomorrow, except maybe an update on how I'm feeling. But that's it. I'm gonna eat. It's about 9 o'clock right now. I'm starving. I'll see you in the next clip. All right, it is 4:30 Friday afternoon. I'm done with work for the day, done with work for the week, thank God. But now it's time to get the one workout I have to do today. And it's an easy one because it's supposed to be a rest day. I've got to stretch. So we're going to get the yoga mat out. We're going to do some mobility, flexibility, stretching, about 25, 30 minutes max. Then we'll go downstairs and I'm done for the day. So far I've eaten all my carbs except what we have for dinner and Pop-Tarts, which I have saved. I chose to eat them after dinner instead of during the day. But feeling pretty good. Starting to get a little, maybe feeling a little bit bloated, but I think tomorrow's shakeout run will help get rid of all that. But for now, let me go ahead and knock out some of this mobility, flexibility, stretching exercises, and call it a day for Friday. We're done. I only did about half. Did one round of most of it. Second round of a couple exercises. Nothing special. Just trying to stay limber, stay loose. I know I'm not the most limber or the most flexible. It's something I'm slowly working on. Who knows where I'll be at the end of later this year, but I'm probably gonna keep mobility in there 1, maybe 2 days a week, just continuing on with triathlon training. But yeah, it's a lot of hip, adductor, abductor, hips, glutes, flexibility. There's some lower back in there as well. Some knee flexion, some ankle flexion in the other day of the week. So, we'll get a little bit of knee flexibility, ankle flexion in there, some shoulders, some chest and shoulder. So, nothing spectacular. It's not going to make me Mr. Fantastic and be able to stretch forever. But it'll be nice to not hurt all the time. So, with that, that's all I'm going to record today. I'm going to go downstairs, take a shower, spend some time with my wife. Haven't really seen her a whole lot this week. We've been pretty busy, but yeah, I'm going to do that. And tomorrow, I'll jump back on. We'll go do packet pickup real quick. We'll run to Fleet Feet, grab a couple things. I got to run, and then that's pretty much it. So I will see you tomorrow. All right, welcome to Saturday. It is 11:20 in the afternoon, and I'm about to do the 25-minute or so shakeout run. It's nothing special. It's a couple A skip, B skips, butt kicks, and then a couple strides. 1 minute, we build up to a sprint, warm up, cool down, done deal. So I'm gonna go knock that out, and then we'll head downtown for packet pickup for race day. Not the same as the marathon one, so should be a little interesting to look around. Probably, I'm gonna guess a little smaller, but that's what we're doing for Saturday. So let me go run and call it a day.
A few moments later.
All right, just like that, we're done. 1.87 miles total, 21 minutes. Average pace really doesn't matter because it was some warm-up, some, again, A skips, B skips, butt kickers, and then we just 4 strides with some recovery, warm-up, cool down. That's basically it. So not a bad. My legs felt heavy as shit for the warm-up. But I guess, holding all that water and the glycogen just kind of really made them heavy. So I'm glad today we had a shake out. I'll probably ease back on the carbs today. I still will have some carbs. I'll probably ease back a little bit as we progress throughout the day. And then be ready to go first thing in the morning. So I'm going to go in, shower, go down to town for packet pickup. Maybe either eat lunch before I go or grab lunch on the way down there. We do have some leftover pizza, but it might be for the girls. Anyway, I'm going to go clean up and head downtown. All right, so I'm here at packet pickup now, and this place is in the middle of the freaking ghetto. You want to talk about sketch areas. So I'm going to go across the street. There's a lot of people here, so I'm definitely in the right place, but I'm going to go across the street. We'll see if we can get any footage of if there's anything special inside the check-in place, the whatever expo that they may or may not have. I'll record it. If not, I'm just going to walk in and out. We'll come back in the car, and we'll show you what's in the packet that I got, number, et cetera, all that other good stuff. And then when we get home tonight, we'll do flat rob, lay out all my clothes that I'm wearing tomorrow for the run, and then tomorrow's run. And this video will be over shortly after. So let me go check in. Didn't expect there to be a line to get in, but it's a little bag with nothing special in it. First thing, obviously they're going to advertise for other races or other events. Got my bib, which has a food ticket and a drink ticket for the end, so I may or may not utilize that. A shirt for the half marathon. Cool. I won't even try that on later. And then while I was at the expo, I was walking around, I saw Fleet Feet was there. So saved me a trip to this actual store. I got me tomorrow's nutrition, where I've got 4 Martin gels, 2 calf, 2 not calf. One of these will be before the race, and then I'll go not calf, not calf for the race. 3 gels should get me to the finish line pretty nicely. If I take them every 30 minutes, 30, 60, 90. And we'll see what, whatever happens on there. I'll go over race nutrition tonight when I get home. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the expo's small but quaint, yeah, so I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna grab some lunch first 'cause I'm a little hungry. And then, yeah, next time you see me, we'll be laying out Flat Rob on the floor and going over tomorrow's nutrition plan and race plan, etc. So, see you at home. All right, Flat Rob is ready. No major changes. Nike Avengers hat for runners. Went with the Tri-Posse sleeveless kit. Base running belt for the number. And I'll take the 3 gels and safety pin them to the race belt in the morning. Beats AirPods. I got the Under Armour shorts, the compression shorts with the pocket, and then the Under Armour shorts over top of that. Socks by Features, and then we're going with the Hoka for running shoes. So this is Flat Rob, and I'll talk about tomorrow morning's fueling before or when we get there. It'll be very similar to the marathon 2 months ago. All right, so let's talk about what I'm going to do for tomorrow's fueling before and during the race. Before the race, I got 2 bagels. I'll put peanut butter, I'll put a little bit of honey, and then I'll sprinkle some electrolyte salt on there just to get some free electrolytes. And then I'm going to wash it down with 2 scoops of G1M to get carbs and a bunch of electrolytes. Okay, I'm also going to add a scoop and a half of Flight to get about 300 milligrams of caffeine in my system. I don't want to go the full 400, but I'll go 300. Then, about 15 minutes before the race, I'll do that about 4 o'clock tomorrow. I got to get up early as hell to do that, so I'll probably do that around 4:30 or so. Race starts at 6:58 a.m., so I'll probably be looking around 6:35. I'll take Martin caffeinated gel, right? 100 milligrams of caffeine. That'll be pre-race. Once I get started, I've got 3 gels with me. One gel, the first gel is going to be non-calf, then calf. The non-calf I'm going to take about every 30 to 40 minutes going throughout the race. That should get me to about 4 hours. Also, what am I taking with me for hydration? Well, I've got my 20-ounce hand flask, and I'm going to have 3 scoops of G1M Sport in that bottle. Right, that's going to give me 60 grams of carbs, enough sodium to last me where I won't cramp up in the 2 hour, the 13 miles I got to run. So I'm going to sip on that, probably a couple sips every mile or so in the beginning, and then as I need it. I got the gels. I'll be good to go. All this goes down about 6 hours from now, 7 hours from now. So craziness. I got to get ready for bed in the next hour and a half to 2 hours. But that's my plan for the morning. I will go to bed, wake up, and see you at the race. So it's 4:15 a.m. right now. I just got my drink, my carbs, my bagels, banana. There is honey on there, peanut butter. So that's what I'm eating now. I don't know how much carbohydrate that's in. It's like almost 200 grams of carbs right there. Then I'm gonna make my bottle, and about closer to 5:15, 5:30, I'll head out of the race. Hopefully I get the number 2 done before I leave, because that's vital. But yeah, so right now we're just gonna eat this, let this kind of sit, start to digest. I got about 2.5 hours until, a little over 2.5 hours until the race starts, so that's perfect time to get that in the bloodstream and get that really functioning. So plus, I've got about 8 pounds of water/glycogen stored for the last couple days, so that's good. I'm ready to burn it all off, loosen up my legs, get this over with. Yeah, so let me eat. We'll talk on the way there about what my goal is. Alright, it is 5:30. I'm in the car heading downtown. Just gotta get gas first because my daughter doesn't feel the gas thing when she uses the car. So, gas, head downtown. Should be there about 6 6:10, 6:15. Again, race doesn't start till right about 7, so I have plenty of time to get where I need to be. Roads should be open 5:30 in the morning on Sunday. So let's get downstairs. Let's get downtown. Let's get gas. Get downtown and get ready to go. Alright, made it downtown. It is 6:15 now. I'm on the way walking to the start area. It's a little chilly, even though it's 62 degrees. Here's the current weather. Yeah, I gotta pee really bad, but we'll see. Goal for today is I want to try to get under 2. I don't think it's gonna happen though. I have a bet with Madison that if I get under 2 next year, we both run the Austin Marathon. If I get over 2, we're gonna run the half marathon. So right now I'm leaning towards running the half marathon. But I'm not sure I have 2 hours in my legs, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go walk to the start. I'm gonna go finish walking to the start, find a bathroom, and then I'll go ahead and enjoy the course. I didn't bring my running camera, so it's gonna be this. If you get any video of the run, I'll try to get video of the course. But if I'm focusing on a PR, that's not happening. So we'll see what happens after this race. Okay, so race is over. I didn't get sub 2, didn't expect it. My goal was around like 2:10. I said at the beginning I'd be around 2:10. Unfortunately, I didn't get any race footage at all. I was doing really well for the first 10K, and then I'll go over this again later. But the second 10K, I was dying. And then my back was starting to seize up a little bit, but I kept pushing, didn't walk. Finished 2:10:01 according to my Garmin. I'll check the official race stats when I get home, just to see what official time is. Unofficially, according to the Garmin, it was 2:10:01, which is right exactly where I predicted. So I didn't fail this one. That's a first, right? First YouTube goal that I didn't fail. I actually got this one right spot on. So, like I said, when I get home, I'll go over it, and then I'll wrap up the video. We'll be back to Ironman 70.3, Pennsylvania, training. Oh, there's the medal, by the way. All right, it's actually Monday the next day, wrapping up this video, but I wanted to get on the computer so I can see the data from yesterday's run, and I'll post the charts on this side of the screen so you guys can see it. So overall, I mean, here's the overall snapshot of the race. Let me go ahead and get this here. So overall snapshot doesn't look too bad. 13.02 miles. So either I ran the course, so they undermeasured it by less than 1/10 of a mile, or I just wasn't zigzagging like normal. Not too bad. My time was 2:10:02. Race time was 2:09:57. So I was 5 seconds fast. I took 5 seconds longer on my Garmin, but hey, I'll go by official time. 2:57 or 2:09:57. Not too bad. Overall, let's see. So the elevation on this course wasn't too bad. It was actually, pretty flat. It was a slight downhill for the first probably 8 miles or so. And then, it started going uphill. And by uphill, I mean, it was inclined up. It was a little bit more rollers than anything. But, for the most part, it was downhill until we got to the Riverwalk. Once we got to the Riverwalk, then that's where like the rolling hills started to happen. And that's kind of where like my pace slowed down. If you look at my pace here, my pace was pretty consistent and pretty steady up, and then you could see that at some point, you can start seeing my pace start to go below the average of 9:55. And that's where I kind of stayed below 10, or 9:59. That's where I stayed below 10 for the most part. Overall, I felt good though. I'm not going to get too much into the specific, things here, but I do want to point out, I want to go over the laps, like the different miles, to see not necessarily where I went wrong yesterday, but where I could have done a little bit different. And I didn't have a programmed plan to go to my watch like I would for, a marathon or, an A race half marathon. This was kind of just one of those training runs that turned into a race that I got a medal for. So if you look at, each mile, and I wasn't off as far as I didn't see a lot of I think it was like the first 6 mile signs. I didn't see them. I didn't realize they were like pretty small. I saw mile 7, so I started looking out for them at that point. But I wasn't too far off. I think it was like 0.0 something off each mile. So by the time I hit mile 10, I was like 0.08 something miles off. So again, fairly accurate as far as that goes. But yeah, each mile, I started off. The first one was very congested. Just getting out of the start block, 9:52, sped up to 9:23. It just I just went with the flow with a lot of it. 9:13 for mile 3, 9:19 for mile 4, 9:28. I was feeling pretty good here at this point. I got the first 5K in under an hour, or the first 10K in under an hour, and I was like, yo, I feel really good about this race. And then after that, that's when kind of like, I knew around mile 8 or 9 that it was going to be a rough day, a rough second, half of the race. Mile 9 was the first mile that was over 10 minutes per mile at 10:06. And then it just kind of got closer to 11. Only 1 mile hit 11. That was mile 12. I think there's a little bit more uphill with that one. And then, I finished out with, 10:45, etc. But so I don't feel bad. What I probably wish I would have done is I wish I would have had it structured to where I was able, the watch was telling me when I was going too fast. And I wish I probably would have held maybe a 9, after the first mile, try to hold like a 9:30 for 3 or 4 miles, and then get down into the 9:20s and the 9:10s and etc. And then try to hold, that 9:10, 9:15 for the last handful of miles. But all in all, you know what? For a status check run, this wasn't too bad. 2:09 is not too far off of my PR. I wasn't expecting a PR effort on this one at all. I went in, I think I told my wife the night before, I'm probably looking to get 2:10, 2:15, somewhere in that area. And I hit, just under 2:10. So I'm actually really thrilled that I actually was that spot on with my estimation of where I was going to be. I said the same thing last year about the first San Antonio Marathon, where I knew where the wheels were going to fall off. Last year I felt really good. So this is promising going into Happy Valley. So we still have, quite a few weeks between now and Happy Valley. So we're going to keep on tuning the training. Now we're going to get into more specific power and speed runs, etc., and bikes, etc. Swims are going to be, just the swims. I don't really think I'll make up much more ground on the swim, but the bike and run can definitely get faster and more powerful and, better endurance. I think if this is my endurance level for 70.3 PA, I'll be pretty okay. I'd like to get that run closer to 2, if not under 2 hours, just under 2 hours. Even if that means going for a PR effort, I still have 14 weeks to train. So we'll see what Dom can do as far as the scheduling goes to get me faster. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with this. I have nothing really to complain about, especially not for not doing any half marathon specific speed work. Just kind of going in to see what I've retained since the marathon. This is pretty good. So we'll look at the numbers. As always, I'll study the numbers from a coach's perspective, as I would if I was coaching an athlete who was in my shoes. And I'll look to see what improvements I can make for myself, and then what improvements Dom suggests. Good news is I didn't walk at all. I had not one single walk. I slowed down to a little bit, 11:30 a couple times, but did not actually slow to a walk. There was a lot of people walking on the half marathon course too, so I'm glad I was not one of them. But yeah, all in all, not too bad. Can't complain. No cramping, no GI issues, no gastrointestinal distress. So, the hydration, the nutrition on the run worked fine. I was able to eat right away. I had food, no cramps. I felt really good coming out. I didn't feel like I was dead. My wife never said, "Oh, you look like you just died." Because usually after a tough race, my eyes will get sunken in a little bit. She didn't say anything of that sort. So I feel pretty confident as far as how prepared I will be as far as nutrition goes. Now, obviously, we're going to dial in the sweat a little bit more to make sure I have enough nutrition. But yeah, I feel pretty good. So I'm going to end that with this. That's pretty much where we're at right now. I need to recover. I have a swim tonight. Looking at my training peaks right now, I have a swim today as far as the recovery effort goes. Where are we at? And then back to biking tomorrow. Biking mobility. I'm probably gonna put some strength training on my plan for the next few weeks. Just like an in-season plan, like 2 to 3 days a week. I'll see which one I like the best and put it on my plan. But I'm not gonna do any strength training today just because I don't want to. So I'll do that. I'll add that later in the week and we'll go from there. So, all right, guys, that was the latest episode. I don't know what episode it is, but of the Path to Pennsylvania 7.3. See you in the next episode.